This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? This is Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt America. Is the frequency in use? Nothing heard. CQ, CQ, CQ80. CQ, CQ, 80 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2 Uniform Kilowatt America. CQ, CQ, CQ80. KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. Holy schmoly, good morning, Alex. We have 7 inches of snow, brother. CQ, CQ, CQ80, KB2UKA. CQ, CQ, CQ80. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America. Calling CQ80 meter, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. Well, I never call CQ on 80, so let's see what happens. Good morning, David. Yes, it is 22 degrees Fahrenheit here this morning. CQ, 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 80 meters. Good morning, KB2UKA. CQ, 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 CQ80. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. Calling CQ80 meters, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 CQ80, KB2UKA, CQ, CQ, 80 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. Calling CQ80, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere. Standing by and listening. Station returning. Go ahead. Okay, I heard some of that. I need you to go a little bit slower for me. Something Papa 4. Come back slowly. Over. Way too fast. Try again, please. Over. Negative copy. Negative copy. KB2UKA, Long Island, New York. Standing by and listening. CQ, CQ, CQ80, KB2UKA. CQ, CQ, 80 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. Calling CQ80 meter, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 80 meters, KB2UKA. CQ, CQ, CQ80. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. Calling CQ 80 meters, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. Good morning, Bill. We got about 7 inches out there. It should stop around 9 o'clock. CQ, CQ, CQ80, KB2UKA. CQ, CQ, 80 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America. Calling CQ 80 meter, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. Station returning, there was no copy there. You want to try again? I heard a kilo and a 4. I'm not sure what your QTH is. I'm located Long Island, New York. Band might be very short. Go ahead. Okay, I got a Kilo Golf 4. Let me see if I can pull you out of the noise here. Come back with the suffix slowly. Over. Negative. I'm sorry, my friend. Negative copy. We'll have to try another time. This is KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 CQ80, KB2UKA. CQ, CQ, 80 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America. Calling CQ 80 meters, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 80, KB2UKA. CQ, 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 80 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha. CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Bravo 2, UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by. CQ, 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 80 meter, good morning, KB2UKA. CQ, 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 CQ80. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha. Calling CQ 80 meters, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 CQ80, KB2UKA, CQ, 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 80 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America, CQ80, Long Island, New York, standing by and listening.
Even more. Yep, they're getting a lot of snow on the East Coast and also down in Virginia, and down in the southern tiers getting some too, but not as much as further south. Tier snow is just something on the Lake Erie. You're looking at maybe 2 or 3 inches, nothing bad.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to a fellow the other night who knows Neil real well, and K1 Neil. And I never realized.
Yeah, this early on 80, it's
Neil talks
all
with
guys that know each other.
His accent there, I thought he was calling it the stepper antenna, but it's really called a step IR, like Ingersoll Rand.
Yep, that's right. But it's everybody calls it a stepper. But yeah, he has that big, fantastically big stepper on his tower.
Guy's a pretty good friend of Neil's. He knows him quite well. He's also got a step IR antenna. I talked to him the other night real late on 40 meters. Can't remember his call, though. I should have wrote it down. But anyway, Neil, your friend says to say hello to you.
I know.
I just Wampers, I think's what it was. And it was up.
Roger, very good. Okay, maybe it's coming up a little bit, so that's good. We'll see what happens in a few minutes, Peter.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Thanks very much. I did hear Mike up in Maine. If he's copying me, good morning to you, Mike. I did hear you, not strong, but did copy you. And you too are getting more mild weather than some of the people here in the central section of the country. Do take care up there, Mike. Thanks so much for checking in, as you often do. We appreciate that. We had quite a few check-ins this one. We have 8, which is a lot for the period that I operate. Let me get Bill. I have Bill and Jim. Don't go away, guys. N8DSG W2HLD. Go ahead, Bill.
This is KB2UKA is the frequency in use. This is Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt America is the frequency in use, is the frequency occupied. CQ, 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 40 meter, KB2UKA, CQ, CQ, CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, CQ, 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 40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40, Long Island, New York, standing by and listening. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, CQ, 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 CQ40, Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America, calling CQ40 meter, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening. Yeah, Todd, it seems to be crappy. Stormtrooper, what's up, brother? It's 22 here, 7 inches of snow, still coming down. CQ, 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 CQ40, KB2UKA, CQ, 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 40 meters. Kilowatt Bravo 2, Uniform Kilowatt America, calling CQ40 meter, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, standing by and listening.
Good morning, KB2UKA. This is Kilo Bravo 4 Uniform.
Kilo Bravo 4 Uniform. I guess this thing's not broken. Conditions are not great. You're booming in here, though. Good morning. My name is Doug. Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I see I've got James in Georgia. Fourth time we're working each other, James. You're 5 and 9. How copy? Over.
Oh, you're booming. I think conditions are fantastic. Nobody stateside comes in this strong at this hour. It's usually the stations in Japan. But you're booming in here. And I go by Jim, by the way. I know it's been a long time since we talked, so you wouldn't remember that. But I do go by Jim. James brings back memories of
being called by one of my parents for something that I did that resulted in punishment. So, yeah. I dropped James a long time ago, Doug. Go ahead.
All right, Jim. No worries. No worries. Check your VFO. I think you bumped it at the end of your transmission there. All right, cool, my friend. Well, I was down on 80. There's a lot of signals on 80. I thought 40 was long, but yeah, I guess Georgia to Long Island, that's normal conditions. And like I said, you're booming in here. We've got 22 degrees outside. We are in the tail end here of a little snowstorm. We got about our first snow of the season. I'm not going to say of the year. We're only 7 days in. We got about 7 inches out there. Kids' schools are closed. I'm not going into the office today, so I figure I'll play a little radio and then go out there and snowblow. You're sounding good. Station here is a Sunsdr2 DX. I'm running about a little under 1,200 watts using a Mercury III amplifier. That's going into a 43-foot vertical with 125 ground radials. They average 65 feet in length, and legal limit tuner remotely outside. And all the audio, Jim, is processed virtually in Logic Pro. Over.
Okay, well, you are on the cutting edge of technology, Doug, and I salute you for that. That takes a lot of effort to put a station together with the technology that you have, and I'm not even well informed enough to have a conversation about that. I've stayed back in the 80s. I'm stuck in the 80s as far as radios go. And, well, if we're able to still talk despite a difference in radios, then I would like to continue talking. And it sounds like we will be able to do that. Let's see, Doug. As far as Long Island goes, I've never been to Long Island. So maybe one of these years here in the future, I'll get up there. I have seen Long Island from Bridgeport at night. I saw the lights of Long Island, I guess the western shore of Long Island. And other than that, Kennedy Airport is probably the closest that I've actually gotten to Long Island.
Oh, okay. All right, great. Well, I've been to Georgia a couple of times. I have family in Marietta, and I've been to Atlanta. Long Island's beautiful. I was born here. I was born about 15 minutes west of where I live. I'm 50 miles east of New York City, and I'm about a half a mile from the Long Island Sound. So I'm on the North Shore. I can see Connecticut if I drive down my street. About 136 feet above sea level. And it's beautiful, but I want to get out of here. I just want the state is no longer good. And you're in the 80s with your radio. I wish we were back in the 80s. But it's beautiful. The North Shore, the whole island's beautiful. Jim, I could drive an hour and a half east of me, and I wouldn't even know I was in New York. It's farmland and wineries and white sanded beaches. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful place. But the state has become so corrupt, and the taxes are out of control, and the poor children. I'm relatively young. I'm 41. I've got an 8-year-old and a 7-year-old, and these poor kids in the school system. It's time to go, my friend. Over.
I'm sorry, Doug. We doubled probably for most of that. I have the push-to-talk system here. I don't use Vox, so when I pause to take a breath or change the topic, I still have my finger on the push-to-talk bar. So I apologize. Tell me what it is you were talking about, please. Go ahead.
I'm pushed to talk too. I jumped the gun. I'm sorry. What I was saying is it's a beautiful, beautiful place where I live. I'm about 50 miles east of New York City. I'm a half a mile from the Long Island Sound. 136 feet above sea level. And there's rolling hills here, and it's just gorgeous. If I drive an hour and a half east, I was saying you wouldn't even know you were in New York. It's farmland and wineries, white sanded beaches, just gorgeous. But I was saying the state is so corrupt, and the money is so misused that it's time for us to. We want to get out of here. Absolutely. I want to go south. I'm looking as south as Florida. I'll probably end up as south as the Carolinas, north or south. Georgia's beautiful as well. I think in that transmission I was saying I've been to Georgia a handful of times. I have family in Marietta. Haven't been down there since I was a kid. But I grew up here. I grew up 15 minutes west of where I live. My wife and I lived in Connecticut for about 5 years. We've been back on the island for 8. And, I love it here. But I'd love to be in a state where my liberties mean something. Over.
Okay, well, wait until our election for governor, because that's going to determine the atmosphere here in Georgia. So you might want to pay attention to the Georgia governor candidates before you make a commitment to move here. And I'm very serious about that. Very serious about that. Right now, and for the past few governors, the state has been Republican and has been pro-business, and that's been very good for the economy in Georgia. A lot of corporations have relocated to Georgia because the state has made it attractive for them. However, as you and I both know, that could all go away overnight with a change to Democratic governor and the Assembly, if the Assembly goes Democratic as well. We have two senators.
We're both getting old, Todd.
In the last Senate election became a change from Republican to Democrat. So, yeah, before you make a commitment to moving to Georgia, keep your eye on the Georgia candidates for governor and the issues. It sounds to me like you want to continue to live near the water. Otherwise, I would recommend Tennessee. A lot of people are relocating to Nashville, Tennessee, and they're doing it for the same reasons that I just mentioned. People and companies are relocating to Georgia. Dad, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. The Georgia governor race is very important, not just for Georgia, but for the country. I 100% agree with you. We have a governor here now that was, well, she was the lieutenant governor, and the other governor had to resign. So it's just crazy here, Jim. I live in what's called Suffolk County. You mentioned Kennedy Airport. Kennedy Airport is technically on Long Island. It's on the geographical body of Long Island. But you consider Kennedy Airport the city because it's in Queens County. So it's one of the boroughs of New York City. So then Long Island, you have two counties. You have Nassau County, which is closer to the city. And then you have Suffolk County, which starts probably about 40 miles east of Manhattan. And Nassau County yesterday announced the county executive made a mandate that they're not going to follow the state's mandates on a lot of the restrictions here. So now the state's going to sue the county. It's just a mess. I'm not tied to the water. I love the water, but I'm not tied to it. Tennessee is beautiful. We've been looking at Tennessee, where if we leave the state, what my gut tells me where we'll land is in western South Carolina near Tennessee. We've been looking at Greer, South Carolina, and the suburbs outside of Greenville. I have a feeling that's where we would land, because you're at least you're because if I move to the coast in the Carolinas, it's very similar to here, not politically, but geographically. Small lot sizes, quarter acre, half acre, higher taxes. But if you're in the western part of the Carolinas, now you're talking, you could get 2-3 acres. Your taxes are $1,200 a year, $1,000 a year. The politics structure, while parts of it still might be liberal, there's still liberty, and you could do what you want. And it's not New York. Let's just say that. It's not New York. But yes, you are 100% correct. Your governor race will be a very big deal. The governor race actually in New York will be a big deal. There's a very good Republican candidate. But if New York goes Republican, I think we'll see pigs flying before that. Over.
Put on the, let's see here.
I have this kid, no. The area you're talking about here is an area I'm very familiar with because I do travel to western North Carolina, and the way to go from Atlanta is Interstate 85 northeast to the South Carolina border, and then exit at the Welcome Center, which is exit number 1, and then north on South Carolina Highway 11. So I'm very familiar with that, and feel free to contact me anytime I can be of help. Now, 85 does go all the way to Greenville, but I prefer to take 11. It takes me up closer to where my destination is.
Thank you, brother. Thanks, son.
Which is near Asheville, more closer to Hendersonville, North Carolina. But 85 it's a straight shot to Greenville from Atlanta, as you know, 85. About 2.5 hours. And I hear what you're saying about the area. Another thing is, ironically, that area is a place where during the hurricane evacuations from the coast, people seem to go to that area that you're talking about, southwestern South Carolina. So that's another thing that neither of us mentioned, but we're both aware of, the hurricane evacuations that happen almost every year from the coastal areas such as Charleston, South Carolina. If you're going to be home after 9 o'clock today, I would ask you to go to 7191 and call Philip, Kilo Delta 4, Kilo India Papa, and talk with Philip about your interest in relocating, and ask Philip his ideas on the area of East Tennessee where he is. He's up in the northeast corner near Johnson City, Kingsport, East Tennessee. And his call is Kilo Delta 4, Kilo India Papa. He's always on 7191. Doug, go ahead.
All right, great. I appreciate that. My wife has family that all relocated to Sevierville, Tennessee. I don't know much about the area. I know I was in Nashville right before the first lockdown. So when was I there? I was there February of 2020. And I was going to take a ride. It's my wife's aunt's. They used to live here, so I know them well, and then they relocated. I was going to take a ride to see them, and I think it was only about a half hour from Sevierville in Nashville. Maybe a little more, maybe 40 minutes. But I see pictures on Facebook of where they live, and it's just, it's 4, 5, 6 acres, sprawling, $500 a year taxes, all new construction. And, my house, the home that I'm in now, it's a beautiful home. It was built in 1920. It's an old brick Tudor, Victorian Tudor. 3 floors without the basement, 4 floors with the basement. And I'm on about 0.2 acres. 0.2 acres, hence the big old vertical antenna. No trees. No, if I want to run a wire, I got to go. The house is about 45 feet at the peak. So I could put a little tripod up there and maybe 5 foot, 10 foot of mast and run a wire off the house. But, I'm getting a little older here. I want land. I don't want to be squeezed between 2 neighbors. And my children are still young enough where a relocation wouldn't really rip them out of the system. They'll make friends again quickly. So yeah, the goal here is in the next year. The goal, we set a goal last year to be out by Labor Day of this year. I own a business here. It's about 15 minutes from here. The business could be run anywhere. I have a business partner who would stay here. I would open another location wherever we wherever we landed. So the timing just has to be right, Jim. Over.
Well, Doug, I am probably in a very good position to help. I grew up in an area between Knoxville and Sevierville, and Sevierville, as they say it there, the word "ville" changes pronunciation in East Tennessee. It becomes "vol." Sevierville. So I'm very familiar with the area, and I also want to say, if you will Google Sevier County Hamfest, you're going to see a very large hamfest that is fairly new. It just started happening within the last few years, but it's become very, very popular.
Oh, he sold me on Hamfest.
As you may know, Sevierville is the location of the very famous Pentec produced amateur radio transceivers and amplifiers in Sevierville. But of course, that was before the company was sold. So that's just a part of history. But Sevier County Hamfest is a big deal. And the annual convention in the Sevierville area of the Sunsdr2dx convention is also a big deal for hams in East Tennessee. But if you get a chance later to talk to Philip on 7191, he's up in the Mountain City area of East Tennessee, Kilo Delta 4, Kilo India Papa. And it would be good to hear from him, as well as if you get a chance on 3980, that's the Tennessee Phone Net every morning and evening, and you would have a good opportunity to hear stations by county, because the check-ins are made by county, and of course it begins alphabetically, so it's going to take a few minutes to hear Sevier County, but you would then be able to hear some call signs in that area and possibly talk after the net with some of those stations. KB2UKA, back to you, Doug.
Jim, absolutely great information. KB2UKA for ID. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, Jim. Well, I hear pitter patter up above me. My kids I've been up since 4:30. My daughter got up with me. My son got up at 5, and now I think I hear my wife. So really, really great cue. So I'm going to back out of here. It's time to put the galoshes and the hats on and go out there and snowblow. It should be wrapping up soon. Got to clear out the driveway. I got a little treat for you, Jim. I run a YouTube channel, and I've been live streaming. So when I sign with you, if you put my call sign KB2UKA into the search box of YouTube, you'll find my channel. I'm going to shut the stream down when I sign right now, but the name of this video is called Snow Day, and it's got today's date in it. You're really my only QSO on it, so you shouldn't have that hard of a time. Just fast forward it a little bit. I was calling CQ on 80 earlier, and then came up here and called CQ. And you'll be able to hear and see your signal report exactly as I'm hearing it. What I hear in my headphones gets routed directly into the live stream. You're 5.9 this last go. I don't know if you're aware, but your VFO is drifting. So when we first started speaking, I thought you just hit the VFO. But during your transmission, you'll go high and low over and over again. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but the VFO is drifting, but you still sound great. Over?
Okay, I appreciate you sharing that, Doug. Also, if you're still broadcasting, I would like to make a change here to activate the processor, speech processor, and that way when I watch your video, I'll be able to hear that. So I'm going to push in the processor button. That's the processor on.
Don't know what a difference it makes, but maybe we'll hear it on the video. And the mic gain is at 12 o'clock. Doug, it's been a great pleasure. I'll turn off the compressor here. And I look forward to keeping in touch with you, because I think I can be helpful in you learning more about East Tennessee. As I mentioned, if you have time later to go to 7191, a good group of guys there. Probably 2 or 3 in Tennessee, Middle and East Tennessee, maybe West Tennessee as well. But I know you got to go. So 73, have a great day.
Let's keep in touch. KB2UKA. This is KB4U.
All right, Jim. Yep, I was still streaming, so you'll hear it. Audio is very, very subjective, as I'm sure you're aware. I liked it on. What it gave the audio, the way I like to describe it is, if you take a piece of construction paper and you slowly tear it, you get that crisp that crisp tearing sound, not a bad tearing sound. It made the audio a little bit more puncher and brought out the upper mids and the highs. So I liked it with it on. Some people in the stream said they liked it with it off. So again, that's why I hate giving audio reports, because it's extremely subjective. A good friend of mine, Steve, K1GMM, always says, well, what do you want to sound like? But what I just heard when you turned it on, I liked it better. But again, that's just me. So Jim, 73, again, Happy New Year. And I look forward to speaking with you a fourth or fifth time here. Kilo Bravo 4 uniform from KB2UKA. Have a great day and catch you soon. Take care.
Doug, thank you very much. I appreciate
Contact.
what you said. Look forward to talking with you real soon. And my email is good at cures.
Standby contact.
73, KB2UKA. KB4U. Bye-bye.
All right, 73. Real quick, the contact station. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Good morning, KB2UKA, N9AOU. Good morning, Doug. Name here is Mike. We've talked before on 20 meters, I believe it was. Looks like 20 meters back in February. I won't hold it long. I know you need to get out there and shovel the driveway. I've been listening to the QSO, but great signal as always, like our last QSO. I'm in Central Illinois, Bloomington, and the call again is N9AOU, Alpha Oscar Uniform. Great signal, great audio. Maybe we could chat again sometime. I have vertical with a bunch of radios, and just wanted to compare some of the equipment, and also enjoyed your QSO. I couldn't hear the other station, but totally agree with what your goals are there. You got the small children and get out of the area that you're in. But I'll turn it back to you, and like I said, I appreciate you picking me up, and I didn't want to keep you too long. KB2UKA, N9AOU.
All right, Mike. Yeah, man. Good to speak with you again. Yep, we spoke, well, according to my log, February of last year, so almost a year ago. You are booming in here, 5 over 9. If you're watching the live stream, you'll be right at the tail end of it. I hope you watch it because you sound beautiful. I'm running some new software. So what I'm doing now is I run, well, all my transmit is, all the audio is processed in Logic Pro virtually. But what I started doing a few days ago, I now run the receive into a second DAW, a second digital audio workstation. And I'm running this machine learning denoiser on the receive. And boy, wait till you hear yourself. It works really good, the denoiser, but it works excellent when the signal is strong, 5.9 and up. All I hear is your voice. It sounds like you're on an FM repeater. So, Mike, thanks for giving me a shout here. Yep, I do got to run. But I look forward to speaking with you again, hopefully quicker than a year. November 9, Alpha Oscar uniform from KB2UKA, 73. I'll listen out. Take care.
Okay, very good, Doug. Yeah, I'd like to talk to you more. I don't know if you're on this frequency in the morning, but I'd like to talk more about that as well, the Logic Pro and some of the other stuff. So I hope to catch you here soon, just so we could discuss, have another QSO at length. and discuss some of those things. I'm always interested in that technology, of course. You know, we're in the hobby. So, okay, Doug, you enjoy your snow day or cold day, I think it was. We're minus 3 degrees in Bloomington, so very cold here. I think you're a little bit warmer than that, but enjoy the day off, and hope to talk to you again. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Kilo Alpha 73, sir. This is November 9 Alpha Oscar Uniform.
All right, yeah, we're not minus 3 yet. We're 22 Fahrenheit, but we've got 7 inches of snow and falling. So we'll see what it ends. It's supposed to end in a couple hours here. All right, take care. This is KB2UKA going QRT 73 all. All right, guys. I got a 10 o'clock work call, and I'm going to go. I don't know. I might snowblow now. I might wait. We'll see what happens. But I'll talk to all of you later. Take care.